Hey, I'm Jason Canigan, the creator of Sales on Fire, and I run a process engineering company called Cold Star Tech here. Why is that important? Well, Cold Star is a process company and I am a process guy. And a lack of a consistent sales process is what causes confusion and death in sales, okay? You don't know where you are, you don't know what's coming up next, you have no idea what to do, right? If that's you, listen up, because that's what we take care of with Sales on Fire. And I found this out years and years ago for myself. Okay, I got to a point, I was about 10 years into my selling career, and I realized one day, wait a minute, I sell stuff, power generation and control equipment at the time, hundreds of thousands, millions of dollars, power plants and control panels and things like that. And I realized one day I didn't know why I got some orders and didn't get others. And then I thought, this is crazy. Where's the feedback loop? How do I get better? Right? You can't in that situation. And so I went out and I got training. It cost me $273, $274 a month for 4 years. That's over $13,000 when you add it all up. All right? And 4 years of my life to get good. And there I was. And now I knew I had the consistent process. And so that is the beginning of what I'm giving you with Sales on Fire. You read down through these testimonials below. There's like a there's sales guys in there. There's Lean Six Sigma manager of strategy and innovation for Avis in there. There's IBM futurist. There's agency owners, coaches, trainers, all kinds of folks. This stuff works for them. If you have to do outbound, that's great. I got you covered. If you have that 10,000 pound phone cold calling fear, we're going to wipe that away. Got a really cool thing for dealing with call reluctance. If you don't do outbound, that's fine too, okay? If you're a coach and you get appointments booked to a calendar and people show up on calls for you, but you're like, I don't know what to say, and then it's different every time, right? I'm going to give you, and everybody gets this, okay? 3 things to write down on a pad, and then those are going to lead your questions. You need to find out about 1, 2, and 3. And when you do, it's going to be obvious whether you should make a sale or not. And it's going to be obvious to your prospect too, because they're going to see what you're showing them, right? So if you want to get out in front of your prospect and invisibly lead, this isn't about fooling anybody. This is about making sure it's the right fit, because not everybody should be a client or a customer. If you want to be able to do that with power in the sales conversation, then get Sales on Fire. Now, what's going on here? Why am I upgrading, right? Thing's been around. I created it in 2012 because I got into a marketplace and found out what they needed. It was consultative sales training. I was like, hey, I know that. How do I get what's up here out into a program that I can educate people in? And it eventually ended up on a membership site. Well, fact is, I like membership sites, but they're starting to look a little dated, and I believe that you would be better served if we move this thing to Thinkific. And Thinkific is a great platform. It allows us to track who's doing what. If you are watching a series of videos and you go away for a while and you come back, you want to know where you were at, right? Thinkific will show you. You can click stuff off and stuff. It's just a better user experience, and so I want to move to there. I'm also going to add some content because in the meantime, the last 5 years in that, I have learned about the challenger sale approach, challenger selling. And I also have had cognitions, insights in that on selling. And by the way, if your thought of sales was that old school features and benefits, overcoming rebuttals, objections with rebuttals and that style of selling, this is not that at all. There is a different way of selling. It took me 10 years to ask that question. Is there a different way of selling? So don't be embarrassed. I went through it myself before getting really good at it. And so for the last 10, 12 years, I've been a trainer. And so you're going to get, when you buy, you're going to get that consistent sales process. You're going to get the Sales on Fire program on the membership site today. You're going to get advanced training on another membership site called Offline Control. But that initial program, the Sales on Fire program, is going to be what really helps you with the outreach, the filtering, the consistent sales process of what do I ask, what do I need to know here to find out whether there's a sale to be made here or not. Maybe you shouldn't make the sale. Sometimes the best sale is the one you never made. Okay, I'm running out of time, so I have to wrap up. But I also want to let you know that included are the sales tactics videos. That's almost 100 sales tactics and marketing tactics videos in this huge library for you and your team to refer to for years to come. It usually sells for $300 retail. Also, when we move to Thinkific and the new content is there, you're going to get access to all that. It's going to be included for you, okay? So this is a chance, an opportunity for you to get in, save the $13,000 plus in the 4 years of your life, going to classes and slowly learning this stuff. You're going to get it distilled, organized, all at once. You're going to have the consistent sales process, and probably for the first time, because I've worked for companies big and small, and with companies big and small, startups and giant multinationals, and it's the same everywhere. Nobody has a consistent sales process, and the guy or girl across the hall from this salesperson is doing the job completely differently. And then the customer has a completely different experience based on who they're talking to. That's wacky, right? So, if you're a company owner or founder and you've got multiple salespeople, maybe this is the time to give them a consistent approach. All right. Get in now. When this thing is on Thinkific, it's going to be priced well into 4 figures, so this is a chance to pick it up at a good rate. Take your receipt to your accountant. This is a tax-deductible training expense. Even if you're an employee, I believe you can write this off. All right, I'm Jason Kanigan. Go get Sales on Fire, the proven premier sales training program. Thanks for watching.